You want to claim my answers as your own? Okay! In 10th grade, this new kid named Tyler joined our school and immediately started hanging out with the guys who liked to make fun of me. I was pretty quiet and kept to myself, so I guess that made me an easy target. One day, Tyler walks up to me in the hallway wearing these ridiculous shoes. They were completely clear plastic on top, so you could literally see his socks through them. Like those see-through bags they give you at the airport, but in shoe form. He points at my regular sneakers and goes, "Nice shoes. Bet you could buy like 5 pairs of those for what I paid for these. Mine cost way more." I just looked at him and said, "Okay," and walked away. Because honestly, what kind of flex is that? Bragging about spending a ton of money on shoes you can see through? 3 days later, we had a football game and it was freezing outside. Like that kind of cold where your fingers go numb even in your pockets. Tyler showed up wearing those same plastic shoes to watch the game. About halfway through, I hear this crack sound and see Tyler looking down at his feet. The cold made the plastic brittle and his fancy expensive shoes literally cracked apart. He had to walk around the rest of the night with broken shoes and everyone could see his socks even more than before. But the real revenge came a few weeks later in history class. Our teacher set up this game where the class split into 2 teams. One person from each team would go up to the whiteboard and the teacher would ask a question. Whoever wrote the correct answer first got a point for their team. Of course, I got paired up against Tyler. The teacher asks the first question and I thought I knew it. So did Tyler. We both start writing super fast, racing to finish. I get my answer down first. Tyler looks at what I wrote, realizes his answer is different, and then just shouts out my answer like he'd been thinking it all along, trying to steal credit by saying it out loud first. We were both wrong. Strike 1. The teacher gives us a second question. Same exact thing happens. We both write answers. I finish first. Tyler's handwriting looks like a chicken ran across the board, and he just points at mine and yells it out. Wrong again. Strike 2. Now we're on our last chance to score a point. That's when it clicked in my head. This dude has no idea what the answers are. He's just waiting for me to write something so he can copy it. The teacher asks the third question, and I have no clue what the answer is. But I realize Tyler doesn't know either. He's just standing there with his marker watching me, waiting. So I go, "Oh," like I just figured it out. I start writing on the board really fast and confident like I totally know what I'm doing. Tyler doesn't even bother writing his own answer. He's just watching me. I step back from the board. Tyler immediately points at what I wrote and reads it out loud without even thinking. "Stupid! Hey!" The entire class exploded. People were dying laughing. Some kids fell out of their chairs. Tyler's face went bright red when he realized what he'd just yelled out, because I'd written the word stupid in huge letters across the whiteboard. The teacher tried to tell me that wasn't very nice, but she was laughing so hard she could barely get the words out. Her eyes were watering and she had to turn away to compose herself. Tyler just stood there frozen, staring at the board, realizing he'd called himself stupid in front of everyone. His friends were laughing at him harder than anyone. One of them was like, "Dude, you really just shouted that out without reading it first?" For the rest of the game, every time Tyler was up at the board, kids would yell out, "Make sure you read it this time," or "Don't trust your partner." He stopped trying to copy anyone after that. My team ended up losing the game, but I didn't care. Watching Tyler's face when he realized what he'd done was worth way more than any point. He never bothered me again after that day. Turns out embarrassing yourself in front of the whole class is a pretty effective way to stop being a bully. Who knew?